A man blinded by power spat on a learned sage, and the sin costed him his life, and no amount of wealth could save him. Jai Srimanarayana. Hello everyone, I am the Pauranika. Following Lord Hanuman's advice, Bhimasena reached the Saugandhika Vanam and found a pond filled with the flowers. Bhima drank the water in the pond and started collecting the golden colored flowers with coral stems. The Rakshasas and Yakshas obstructed Bhimasena, saying that the Vana is Kubera's favorite and therefore not accessible to other people. Then Bhima looked at them and said that the garden is not a part of Kubera's home and therefore it is accessible to everybody. As Bhima continued to pick the flowers, the Rakshasas and Yakshas started attacking him. Bhima, with all his might, fought them and beat them to pulp. While Bhima was battling the Yakshas and Rakshasas in the Saugandhika Vana, Yudhishthira started seeing certain changes in the climate that had indicated a battle. He was worried. He called his brothers and Draupadi and asked for the whereabouts of Bhimasena. Then Draupadi told Yudhishthira that she had sent him to Saugandhika Vanam to get the flowers. Yudhishthira was worried for Bhimasena. Ghatotkacha then informed Yudhishthira that he knows where the Saugandhika Vanam is and he can carry them to that place. Yudhishthira accepted. Then Ghatotkacha and his assistants carried all of them, including sage Lomasa, to the Saugandhika Vanam. By the time they reached there, Bhima finished the battle and he was collecting the flowers. The Rakshasas and Yakshas who were beaten by Bhima rushed to Kubera and informed him of the events. Kubera smiled and said, "He was indeed right. The Vana belongs to everybody." And he did not react much. The Pandavas and their followers, along with sage Lomasa, started living at the Saugandhika Vanam. One day, Yudhishthira expressed his desire to cross the Vana to the other side. Then a voice from the skies warned him not to do so. The voice suggested him to go back to Badrika Ashrama and from there to the Gandhamadana mountain. Yudhishthira took the advice and returned to Badrika Ashrama. All this while, disguised as one of the Brahmanas following Yudhishthira was a Rakshasa by name Jataasura. His intent was to abduct Draupadi at the right opportunity. One day, when Bhima was out, he abducted Draupadi, Yudhishthira, Nakula and Sahadeva along with the weapons of Pandavas. Sahadeva, however, could escape from the grip of the Rakshasa along with his sword. While he chased the Rakshasa to find him, he also looked around at Bhimasena for help. As the Rakshasa tried to run away with Yudhishthira, Nakula and Draupadi, Yudhishthira advised him to not do so. However, the Rakshasa did not budge. Then Yudhishthira started growing his weight. The Rakshasa started to struggle to carry them. He ran here and there, but he took each and every step with a lot of hardship. Bhima and Sahadeva, who found the Rakshasa, ran towards him. In an intense battle, Bhima killed the Rakshasa and freed his brothers and wife. The Devatas who saw the might of Bhimasena were impressed. From there, Pandavas went ahead to the Gandhamadana mountain. The beautiful mountain inhabited Yakshas, Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, many kinds of animals and birds. It is the residence for many sages. There, Pandavas started living in the ashrama of a sage called Ashtisena. While living there, one day, Draupadi came to Bhimasena and said, "Bhimasena, I have heard about the might of Arjuna and how he defeated many Rakshasas and Yakshas during the Khandava Vanadahanam. In the same way, today I want to see your might too. I see that the Gandhamadana mountain inhabits many Rakshasas and as a result, people are not able to move freely. I want to visit the hilltop along with you without any fear of the Rakshasas. Will you be able to achieve that today?" she asked. Bhima was motivated and offended at the same time. He picked up his mace and walked to the capital of Kubera. There, upon seeing Bhimasena, many Rakshasas and Yaksha armies came to fight him. He destroyed all of them. The strength of the Rakshasas and the Yakshas is no match to the might of Bhimasena. Finally, Kubera's dear friend, a Rakshasa king by name Manimanta, came to attack Bhimasena. In an intense battle, Bhima defeated that man too. Yudhishthira, who heard about the news, however, was deeply upset. He was sad that his brother had indulged in a meaningless battle. He was guilty. He was guilty of committing a crime against a devata like Kubera. As the battle ended, Kubera descended there along with his followers to meet Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira stood guiltily in front of the god of wealth. Then Kubera said, Yudhishthira, this is not a mistake of Bhimasena. This is the payback for the mistake that we have committed earlier. Yudhishthira did not understand Kubera's words. Then Kubera said, once upon a time, a meeting of the Devatas was taking place in a city called Kusavati. I went there along with 300 yakshas following me. They were all decked up in golden jewelry and carrying various weapons. While traveling through the sky, we have seen sage Agastya praying on the banks of river Yamuna. My friend, the Rakshasa king Manimanta, out of arrogance, had committed a disgusting act. He spat from the sky on the head of the sage. The sage was offended. He cursed Manimanta that he would be killed by a Manava and the people who had supported him will also be destroyed in that battle. He also cursed me that I would be rid from my sin only upon looking at such Manava who could defeat Manimanta. So this is not a mistake committed by Bhimasena, but an act that I was waiting in anticipation of since quite some time. I am glad that your brother could achieve it today and rid me of my sins, said Kubera to Yudhishthira. Thank you. Jai Srimanarayan.